Hey everybody, today I'm going to be drawing Iron Man, and I am going to start with the head here, and I'm going to do him in more of a classic armor. I just like the simpler shapes of the classic armor lately of Iron Man, as opposed to the more tech and edgy armors. They're more rounded shapes than the classic ones that I like. Alright, so I've got the head in there. I'm going to come down and do the other bigger parts of the form, like the upper body. Have this center line come on down. Sides down to the waist. I kind of have his back coming back down from the shoulder right there down to the waist, and I'll draw down to the crotch. Alright, so this arm right here, I'm going to put the shoulder in. This arm right here is going to be outstretched, like he's getting ready to blast somebody. There's the bicep, and here's the forearm, lower part of it, with the outstretched hand. I'm going to put that, is that a trapezoid maybe, kind of the shape, before I add the fingers on there. Put the thumb right here, and have the index finger. Remember, in your finger you've got 3 knuckles. You got this first one right here, or not 3 knuckles, well, in that one. You get the knuckle here and here and here. So you're going to kind of break the finger down into 3 parts, even though he's wearing these gauntlets. So maybe that doesn't hold as true for Iron Man, but for most characters, when you're drawing the fingers, you can think of it that way. And I'm going to do it this way when I draw it, so you can kind of see how I'll break it down to try and help get the proportion of the hand correctly. There's a little circle where his blasts come from. Alright, so we've got this outstretched arm here, and I have this other one kind of right here making a fist. Alright, have it come down, forearm here to the elbow. He's got these, in this kind of classic armor, he's got these big old gauntlets. Kind of skipping around a little bit, doing a little more detail, so I'm going to hold off on that until a little bit later to get back to the basic form of it. Alright, so I'll put the legs in there, and I'm going to have this leg bent back, but kind of coming out here. So the knee, it's going to be bent at the knee with the boot and the leg behind it. I'll have his foot coming out right here. And this leg I'm going to have kind of just sticking straight out. The knee right there. Then have his lower leg, and again he's got, just like the gauntlets at the top, he's got these big old boots. I'm just going to have his foot coming straight out. Kind of running out of space here. I didn't space this out properly, but you can still kind of see what I'm doing here. So now I've got the basic form here, like I would usually do before I start adding details. So now I'm going to go start adding the details of the Iron Man costume. Alright, so I've already done this gauntlet over here, and you saw there's like this bigger part towards the bottom, and then he's got these lines. Alright, I'm going to do that same thing over here, but it's a little trickier on this part because we've got this foreshortening going on. And so you're going to draw like a circle slash oval right here, but then you're going to draw the other one inside of it here, and it's going to get thinner as it goes to the right side of the paper because we're seeing this side of his arm, so you're going to see more of it, and as it gets further away from you, you're going to see less of it. So that's how you would do that circle. And then also for the lines right here, it's going to be the same kind of shape, and it's the same kind of thing. The lines are going to get closer together as they get to be on this side of the arm. Alright, so there's that. Now he's also got these round metal pieces that go around his arms, his shoulders. There's going to be one on this side. There's also going to be one on this side. I'm just going to have it coming up right here. So that's it right there. Alright, and he's got this kind of belt right here that goes all the way across. He's got these big, like, disc looking things on each hip. So I'm gonna throw those in there too. It's just such a cool design for this costume. I really like it. So I really like drawing it. Alright, so now, and then he's got like these lines coming across it, much like the gauntlets and the boots. The boots are kind of the same way. They're the same way as the gauntlets. They got these little lines coming across. It's like bigger section at the top, thin lines. And they actually go all the way onto the bottom of the foot too. So you do those all the way. Alright, so now let's go to the middle of the chest, and he's got where the arc reactor is. You can have a circle for the outside shape, and then because of the angle we can see it, you're going to be able to see more on this side, and then also part of the inside right here. Because like think of like the viewers coming, like your right here is kind of like the middle of what you're seeing, so you're seeing like part of this side and part of this side because of the way the body is turned. Alright, and he's also got a little smaller little circles here too, and these are going to be basically the same direction as this big one because of the way that the chest is turned. So I'm going to throw those in there, and you can add some muscles in there if you want to. Like some of the classic Iron Man, they kind of made it like he had like abs and stuff in the costume, even though he was wearing a suit of armor, but you don't have to do it that way. Alright, now on to the face, on to the end. Alright, so I'm going to start with these big circles on top of the ears. So part of the reason why I like to draw this classic Iron Man, I like to make these things ridiculously large, and even sometimes larger than I've just done right here. But I just like to exaggerate them a lot. I find it really fun, and it makes it really cartoony to exaggerate how big those are. So have fun with that if that's how you like to do it too. But that's probably about as big as I'm going to get them right here. But sometimes if you see me draw Iron Man or any of the cards I've done of Iron Man, if I'm drawing like a more focused head shot or a bust, I'll make those things huge just because they're so much fun. Alright, let's put the eyes in there. I also like to do like eyeballs in the costume too if I can. Let's put the mouth in there. Sometimes I'll just do like it will be like lit up, you know, like you might see in some of the cartoons, but sometimes I like to do like the full eyes too. I'm just gonna do it like that here. Alright, so let's darken this hand up a little bit, this outstretched hand. Like I've talked about before in inking, that when you have a hand or a foot or whatever, something coming towards you, you're usually going to want to have thicker line weight around that. This is the pencil sketch part of it, so that doesn't really matter so much right now, but just want to reinforce that to anybody watching who's watched some of the other videos I've posted. Alright, and there we have Iron Man I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, let me know in the comments and think about subscribing for more videos. Thanks, guys.